Well, here we are at Interlochen State Park, and it's pretty much a wooded area. Like most state parks in Michigan, it looks pretty well used. This is a Monday, so there's not a lot of people here. This is a North Park. There's also a South Park, and the reason we're here is because the Interlochen Performing Arts Center is across the street, and a couple days from now Steely Dan will be playing, and I'm a big Steely Dan fan, so that's why we're here. Here's the entrance to the state park and the entrance to Interlochen Fine Arts campus here, and as you can see, it's decorated the whole length here. Okay, this is the entrance to the Interlochen Center for the Arts, which is for where the Interlochen Performing Arts Center is down there. And again, State Park main entrance is there, but there's pedestrian and bicycle traffic here. So all we got to do is cross this road to go when we go see Steely Dan. And we'll probably go here a day ahead of time and see if there's any bike places where we can lock our bikes up. Here's a shortcut to get to the music camp. It kind of goes through the woods, so you don't have to take the long way around. You can ride your bike from the state park because they do have a place to park it, but you have to walk your bike all the way through the Interlochen facility, which is about halfway. So we just decided to walk. Here we are at the entrance to the Kresge, which is where they're going to have the Steely Dan concert tonight. Now we're just waiting for the opening. Well, they don't allow any photos or videos to be taken inside. T-shirts are $40 to $50, so we're not going to do either. So this is the only shot you're going to get of the Steely Dan concert. Well, we can't take photos of the concert, but this is the Kresge Hall before it starts.
Yeah, what was it?
This is the best you're going to get.
That lady, that teenage lady, who was it?
Well, here's the beach and lake at Interlochen. I think it's a Duck Lake, or it might be Green Lake. There's one on one side of the road and one on the other side. One is where the park is, and the other is where the art center is. And then there's a nice little camp store here. Ice cream and a few firewood and a few things like that. That's about all I gotta get here. Well, we're at the north end of the North Campground, and we have a baseball diamond here. Probably hasn't been used much. Swing around, and we have a volleyball court and basketball. Now again, this is the north end of the North Campground. If you're inclined to do some sports, there are some facilities available. Well, this is the South Interlochen Campground, and I have to say, most of these sites are not level. As you pan around, I'd say 70% of these are not level. So I would highly recommend the North Campground, as those are all pretty much level. Okay, maybe I was exaggerating a little bit, but 50% at least are not level. And you can book your reservation online, and when you do that, usually you can get a description of the site, whether it's level or not. I highly recommend making sure you have a level site, especially on the southern campground. Well, like most state parks, you'll find several of these buildings around. These are the main shower and toilet facilities. There's usually, I think there's two on the south side, and I think there's two on the north side, maybe three on the south side. So again, if you find you have to use this quite a bit, then you can select your site near one of them. Well, we're just enjoying a nice campfire this evening at the Interlochen State Park, and most of our neighbors have gone. We've got probably 10 sites around us that don't have anybody in them, which is during the week, but still seems kind of unusual because I think we paid $21 a night for this or something, so it was not very much money at all. And these are nice big lots, although they are kind of well worn and pretty much dirt, unless you get one of the handicap sites, which tend to be asphalt. But 21 bucks, and for that you get electricity, but no water hookup or no sewer hookup, which is pretty typical of state parks. Water and sewer, though, is available at the pump out as you enter the park. As well, there is the water spigots about every 300-400 feet, so if you have like a 5-gallon jerry can, you can get water if you need it. But what we do is we just fill up our water on our RV as we come into the park or as we're leaving the park when we do the pump out, and that's worked out pretty good for us.